Enzo Miller doing the honors. They're off. Treasure Train and Stacy's Lady come out at the back with explosive charge. India Razi grabs an early lead. The next big thing is a length down on the outside. Smooth Criminal is there, synchronized in between horses. 4,000 racing out wide with Nasdaq Princess. Treasure Train now begins to make ground. Dash of Class is next ahead of Explosive Charge in the yellow with the red sleeves. 2 lengths in behind to Powerful Red. Then we have just in behind those Twilight Storm as the leaders have left the half-mile marker. Twilight Storm is tracked by Reasons and Stacy's Lady is at the back. They're in the turn for home. They've left the 7/16th and make their way now toward the 3. India Razi is the one right on the rail, pressed all the while by the next big thing who may have a narrow advantage as they now slip past the 5/16th. 4,000 is driven along and put to the sticker, ready to get closer. Smooth Criminal is right against the fence, but they're into the lane, and it's the next big thing now who holds the advantage by 2 lengths. India Razi continues the chase, but looks a bit flat-footed. 4,000 is in the center. Nasdaq Princess now has to run on from behind horses. Smooth Criminal in the blue and white races on the far side with Explosive Charge, but it's the next big thing leaping away from them inside the final 16th. The next big thing, and Chadwick Budai hold a 4-length lead, could be 5 in the end. The next big thing wins by maybe 5 over Smooth Criminal. Synchronized may just be ahead of Nasdaq Princess. Twilight Storm is 5th.
They're off and racing. Rainmaker steps a bit slow as they come out of the 1-mile chute. They're bundling a bit as Shanae on the far side along with Soul Treasure. Those are the one as they pass the 7. Also there, that's Curandero. Behind that at the 3-0. And coming up on the rail, that's Soul Treasure. As they pass the 6 furlong point, it's Soul Treasure just in front of Curandero on the outside. Soul Treasure kicking on about 3 lengths now. Going down into second, that's Mr. A. It's Soul Treasure in front of Mr. A as they pass the 5. Oh my goodness, come next. Curandero on the outside of right against the rail. That's Toughness improving. Mighty Chelsea is right there too. Then comes Shanae and racing at the back as they leave the 4 furlong point. That's Rainmaker. Soul Treasure traveling nicely, 4 lengths in front of Mr. A. Right there in a third, creeping up against the rail and looking good. That is a Toughness. Also there, oh my goodness. And Mighty Chelsea backing out of it. Racing behind those, that's Rainmaker, Curandero, Rainmaker, and racing at the back, that's Shanae. They're coming at the top of the lane. And it's Soul Treasure. Mr. A pushing home an attack on the inside. It's Mr. A that looks to slip through to get the lead. Tying up a bit, that Soul Treasure coming on from behind. That's Toughness. Mr. A in front and skipping away about 3 lengths in front of Toughness. Looking the only danger. Mr. A traveling nicely. Coming to the half a furlong pole. Mr. A kicking clear. And Mr. A will win a 2nd race in a row for Sydney Aiken. Mr. A wins. 2nd to Toughness. 3rd, Rainmaker running on. And 4th, Mighty Chelsea.
They're off. Flying Bullet stepped off a beat slow, along with Palazzo and Wojtek. Star Lee already relegated toward the back. as Chief of State has speed and shows it on the run to the half mile. Chief of State showing up on that lead. There goes Balazar now rushing up on the outside, and Balazar gets the lead from Chief of State. Prince Samo hidden from view on the outside of Highly Blessed. Mama Sharon Darling is 5 lengths off those leaders as they go flashing past the 3 and run to the 5:16. 3.5 lengths back to Wojtek, joined by Adra running the rail. Flying Bullet in the orange is ahead of Acapella, then struck by Grace as the field come into the lane, and Starly at the back as they now make their way toward the final 3:16. Chief of State and Balazar, they battle for it. Here is Mama Sharon Darling trying to get them. The great Prince Samo on the outside. Over against the rail, that's Highly Blessed and a Flying Bullet, but it is Mama Sharon Darling who now grabs the lead in the red cap inside the final 16. Mama Sharon Darling and Magnificent Dane Nelson come roaring in to beat Flying Bullet. It's close. Could be Adra just over Chief of State. Prince Samo is 5th. Well, 5,570. The exacta 19,029. A double event 2009-84. The Superfect. There are. Masterclass presses the eject button and gets rid of the rider early. Assurity came out slow. Oh, So Long didn't get away that quickly. But Prince Sanjay did with Phonometer and No More Deals. And Phonometer now shows dash and gets that lead. A Rum Puncher is right there on the rail, moving up quickly. Prince Sanjay in between horses, No More Deals almost hidden from view. Toward the outside, a Sunset Silhouette racing up with El Cid on the rail, just about 4.5 lengths, covers that group as they leave the half mile. A break back to Cotterwood Cathy, Devontae a length further down, a gap of some 5 or 6 lengths to So Long as they make their way toward the 3. Just on the outside, that's King Rick in the blue silks as they go flashing past the 3, and the gap opens up to Assurity and farther back to the riderless horse. They've left the 5:16 and they're now coming into the top of the lane. No More Deals, pressed by Sunset Silhouette, now bearing down on the outside. Over against the rail, that's a Rum Puncher. Here comes El Cid now, the rider, shaking him up for everything. But they race toward the furlong pole in the battle up front between a Sunset Silhouette rubbing shoulders briefly with No More Deals, who points once again, and it's a No More Deals just the leader. Sunset Silhouette looks to be petering out. No More Deals driven to the max, holds a length and a half advantage and will keep it to the line. Dane Dawkins has a double. Sunset Silhouette is second, close. Between on the far side, Rum Puncher, nearest to us, El Cid, and Devontae has finished in 5th. Deals. 4 and 6 go to the testing barn. No More Deals, 181 to win, 70 to place. Second 7, Sunset Silhouette, 59. Third.
They're off and racing. Very good start. Magical Mood wants that lead, and it's Magical Mood. King's Musician on the outsides. Magical Mood in front, and coming around, and really coming around, that's 3 times Lucky. So it's Magical Mood, just the leader. Right on the rail, that's Moon Over. In between horses, that is Mom as they pass the 4. A mad scramble. Then comes King's Magician, Chandra's Law, Cruella, and fading right out of it and racing at the back, that's Heart of the Sea. As they pass the 3, and it is still Magical Mood on that lead, kicking away by a length, being traveling nicely. Magical Mood still the leader, right against the rail and coming on, that's Mom. Paced against the rail, that is a Moon Over. It's Magical Mood still in front. of Mom coming forward. Also coming forward, Moon over. Here comes Cruella with a late run. It's Magical Mood still in front. Cruella trying to get to Magical Mood. Magical Mood finding more, but Cruella coming up on the inside. Magical Mood holding on from Cruella. Magical Mood. Magical Mood gets there from Cruella. 3 times lucky. Looks like Mom is fourth and Moon over fifth.
So 38,364. Splits 23.3, 47.1. Final time 113.3. Margins 1.5. They're off. Fair start. Diamond Star comes away quickly in the center. Nearest to us, Jas and Blessings drifting a bit across toward the middle. A bridal blush is near the stand, showing some speed with the letters in gold. Tina's account is also racing near the stand fence as they come charging up with less than 3 furlongs remaining. Jas and Blessings in the center may just have the overall lead from a bridal blush in behind. Letters in gold trying to close up. Tina's account is right there on the rail. On the far side, Carol Strike tries to run on. Also just behind the front rank, that's Whispering Magic in the blue cap, but it's a Jas and Blessings with that lead. Ring Charmer now beginning to come on the scene. Bridal Blush is there, but it's a Jas and Blessings continuing to hold the advantage. Ring Charmer now beginning to close fast nearest to us. It's on the far side, Jas and Blessings, but Ring Charmer gets up to beat Jas and Blessings, then Bridal Blush, Letters in Gold, and Atonement.
Royal Vibe goes in. Ready for a start from Michelson. They're off and racing. Royal Vibe, the last to load, last to leave the gate, as Azaria chants the course as they pass the 6. Azaria in front of on the rail. That is Desert Genius. On the outside of Desert Genius, that's Secret Traveler. Right on the inside, that is Ricky Ricardo. Beside Ricky Ricardo, Berbelis going down. Then comes Hot Ice, and racing at the back, Royal Vibes. They come towards the 4, passing the 4, and it is Desert Genius who now assumes the lead. Desert Genius in front of Azaria on the rail, right on his outside, and coming around nicely, that is Secret Traveler as they pass the 3. Then comes Maribilis, fading up back a bit, that Hot Ice. Ricky Ricardo sneaking up on the rail, and Royal Vibe still at the back. They're at the top of the lane, 2 furlongs to the money, and it is Secret Traveler. It's the front. Secret Traveler in front, still fighting on. That is Azaria. Secret Traveler on the rail, holding on to that lead. Azaria trying to come again. Also coming on is Maribilis. They're at the half a furlong to go, and now Azaria, it's the front. Azaria rallies and takes the lead and begins to sprint off. Azaria running away from Maribilis. Royal Vibes and Secret Traveler. Ready for a start from Michael Sims. 5 furlongs round, that's the trip. And they're off and racing. John P., the first to leave the gate, and it's John P. in front from Stepping Fate rushing up on John P. These are the two that shared it as they pass the 4. John P. kicking on a length from Stepping Fate, 3 lengths away before we come to Colomita and right against the rail. Smoke Haze is right there too, and also their 777 just at the back of the field. That is Lord of Aguilan and Smoke Haze. They're at the top of the lane. John P. in front. Traveling well, John P. about 3-4 lengths in front and traveling nicely at this stage. Colomita chasing right against the rail. Also there and coming on, Lord of Aguilan out wide, Stepping Fate coming on. It's John P. in front, tying up a bit. Stepping Fate comes a calling on the outside. John P. holding on to that lead. Stepping Fate comes running on. Here comes Lord of Aguilan, but John P. will hold on and give Samantha Fletcher a double. Stepping Fate make that Lord of Aguilan is second. Stepping Fate is third. Colomita is fourth.
They're off. Almost perfect start, but Tosrol just missed it a shade. Stanislaus looks to have had some problems, fades back quickly. Just in front of him, that's Bold Sammy, but up front, Broken Light has taken that lead by a half a length as they leave the 5. Nana Diva challenging all the time. In behind them, 2 lengths further back to Diosa de Oro as they run toward the half mile. Yet again racing on the outside, Baltosrol has made good progress after the slow start. Bruce Wayne is right there on the rail, yet again on his outside. Diosa de Oro has faded back as they make their way, flashing past the 7/16. Nuclear Emmer a length and a half in behind Diosa de Oro. Bold Sammy joining that one on the rail, and Stanislaus left at the back. 5/16 to run. Here comes Baltosrol with a strong challenge on the outside. Lala Diva is the one near the rail. Broken Light is looking in between them as they come charging up toward the final 3/16. It is Baltosrol now put to the left-hand stick on a quick change of hold. He's going to have to fight off Bruce Wayne now, finishing best of the rest. Lala Diva is over against the rail. It is Baltosrol being caught now by Bruce Wayne and Aaron Shatry snatch the lead close home and open up 2 lengths quickly over Baltosrol. Bruce Wayne wins it. Bold Sammy comes on to grab second from Baltosrol. It's close between Diosa de Oro and on the rail, Lala Diva. Bruce Wayne, 195 to win, 85 to place. Second 8, Bold Sammy, 469. Third 4, Baltosrol. They're off. Fair start. Air of Fire. Just a bit tardy at the start with Dunrobin, K-Boy and Chase the Great. They're the back markers as they go flashing past the 5. Generational wants that lead as they run away now toward the half mile. There goes Peking Cruise moving up on the rail. Generational tucked in between horses as they dash away now toward the final 7/16. Secret Identity is right there too, and Secret Identity shows narrowly as they go slipping past the 3 and make their way toward the 5/16. This is the George Hosang, and Secret Identity takes charge from Generational and a Peking Cruise. Got a Girl trying to close up on the outside. One down in between horses, but Secret Identity brings them into the lane with a good-looking lead. Generational in the yellow cap continues to chase. Here is Got a Girl on the outside trying to lengthen strides and reel the leader in, but Secret Identity is not for stopping at the moment. Inside the final furlong, Secret Identity driven out. Got a Girl needs to find 2.5 lengths. Generational is over against the rail, overtaken by One Done, but Secret Identity wins the Georgia Sang from Got a Girl, One Done, Generational and a K-Boy. cents. 52 winners of the late pick 4, 10,376. Single winner jackpot 1,005,197.